What's going on, everybody? It's .bets. We are back after, what is it? Been 2-week hiatus? Almost?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. It's we've been MIA where life has gotten in the way, but it doesn't mean we're not shooting off fire and bets. So appreciate you guys tuning back in. We got the Charles Schwab Challenge this week. Joined as always with my main man Teaser. How are you feeling tonight, buddy?
Good. Excited for this week. Obviously, we talked about it before. Last week was kind of a interesting one with the 30 under winner, Wyndham Clark back in the winner circle. So I guess good for him. Just legitimately did not miss a putt over the weekend. It was insane. So I don't know, not my favorite course layout there. Pretty easy for them, but been rough too on the betting trend on golf lately. So hopefully we can find a winner or something this week, because it's been a lot of like kind of random things happening the last couple weeks.
I've been saying we're beyond due, but we've been grinding obviously since January. So
there ain't
no stopping us now.
Yeah, we didn't even get to recap the second major. I mean, Rye winning it. Obviously, no one really had that. No one saw that coming. So pretty interesting there. The leaderboard was pretty random as well. The top 20 outside of like maybe Rahm, and obviously Scheffler was close to top 10. But yeah,
that Sunday was a dud, but
it was horrible.
Rye played just unbelievable. Like, you just tip your cap to that guy. You know, that was just elite of the elite. But I bet you the PGA is kicking itself for, it had a great scenario to have a great Sunday, and went to be a dud.
Yep.
And then last week I wish they would get rid of that tour, that tournament forever. Like, it's just like we explained it before. They said making the tough course or the course tougher, and
still 30 under. Yeah,
it was 30 under. I'm like, oh, good job, guys. Way to really do that. So
that was awesome.
It's just one of those tournaments that I wish they would get rid of. Put something else in there, and then kind of, there's like 17 Dallas or Texas tournaments in here too. So just
and I was reading they're trying to, I think in 1 or 2 years they want to come to, I think, a few new places. So that's good. Hopefully they kind of boot that out. They were looking at like Boston or Nashville, even Colorado. So that would be cool.
Yep. All right. Well, if you've tuned in before, we go over some outrights. We go over placements, DFS, some DFS strategy on that front. And then we also will go over matchups to end it. As always, shout out to the Sharp Bros Discord. If you guys are not a member yet, link is below. Our man Panda Cats Parlay, shout out to you, buddy. Absolutely on fire. I don't know, I think he made like 15K last night. So it was pretty unbelievable stuff. Ken Town always doing his thing with NBA, MLB, strikeouts, home run parlays. So plenty of action in the Sharp Bros Discord. Haldir is holding it down with NHL. We hold it down with PGA up until the NFL season, which is like 108 days away. But who is counting? Not me.
Yeah. Close. It's getting closer.
I literally was like, how many more days until I can actually enjoy my life again?
Yeah, that's true.
But no, we'll have best ball streams and all that stuff coming up. I think I start that in June or July. I think it's July.
Yeah.
But we're rolling. So Charles Schwab, take it away, Teaser. Let's get what we need to have here at Colonial and go from there.
Yeah. I'll make it pretty quick. It's obviously not going to see what we saw last week. Winners should be around 11 to 14 under. I guess it really kind of depends on the wind too, but I think this course can hold its own even without weather, which is obviously good. We're not going to see 30 under again, but this one's pretty much precision, overpowered. Just got to hit fairways. A lot of angles matter here, so kind of really depends which side of the fairway you're on here. It's a pretty strategic golf course. What makes it difficult is tight driving, fairways, dog legs, players. You kind of have to shot shape it both ways. It's one of the smallest green complexes on tour. Approaches have to be dialed in. Bermuda rough can be tough as well. And then if we see some wind, obviously in Dallas, that could play into it being more tough this week. So we'll see how that and kind of monitor it as the week goes on. Hole 3 through 5 they call the horrible horseshoe. That's one of the toughest stretches on the PGA Tour. Par threes here, pretty long. So not really many birdies. I think number 1 is pretty much par 5 is your main scoring chance. Outside of that, it's pretty tough to kind of get around. So it's usually pretty difficult. Approach play is pretty much what always leads the story here for the winner. Good drive percentage, not just, fairways hit and all that, just pretty much good drive percentage in total. Bogey avoidance, obviously, is another one. And then, bent grass putting. Some guys kind of catch fire here and, start making putts. So that's really just to sum it up, kind of an overall summary.
Yep. And I'm just looking through my old outrights from this. And of course, like JT, Aaron Rai, Taylor Moore, Minwoo Lee, Brooks Koepka, Siwoo Kim, Alex Smalley, Aaron Rai again. I mean, it's funny when you look at those over the years and you're like, you play the course, obviously.
Yeah.
So those guys make a lot of sense. Brooks, I texted Teaser. I think he had the first round leader. He actually held it till, was it Taylor Moore beat him, I think, last week. But I texted him. I was like, a week early on Hideki 2 weeks ago, and then a week early on Brooks. And he faded eventually because he had a terrible second round. But one guy that you could definitely look to if you wanted to, but I don't think he's in the. I don't think he's in the field this week.
He withdrew after last week, so he's not doing it this week.
But no. But so then you got JT coming in, pretty popular as well. But so let's dive in right to the outright table. So you got a funny leader. You got Ludwig basically 9-1, cover boy for a reason. But I don't know you can get to him. You think you can get to him this week at all? I mean, that number is unbettable in my opinion.
It's outrageous. I didn't think I would ever, even in a field like this, I don't think he deserves to be under not like 10-1. I guess if you made him 14, I'm sure everyone would be on him, but I don't know. I think they're just trying to save themselves from having a lot of people on him, but I just don't think he's going to win anyways. We've seen it over and over again. He just is struggling on that Sunday or even Saturday over the weekend when he's in contention. So
it's one thing or the other where he just absolutely messes up.
It's I don't get it. Yeah, it's just maybe it's everyone thinks his swing's like perfection. Clearly, it doesn't hold up when it matters most. So I don't know. Kind of still has to figure that out. Obviously, the next two, I think, even right behind Aber, Henley's unbettable at that number.
Yeah.
At this point in his career, like what we've seen the past couple of years, I think that's unbettable. I know you talked about him already. I haven't really decided yet on my outrights. I've been thinking about JT.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if I can get there. It's tough. Although this is more of a shorter course to where he can, I guess, lay up more off the tee. He doesn't have to kind of blast drive everywhere. That kind of plays into his advantage because obviously we know he's not the best at driving in the fairway and giving him, off the tee kind of sprays it sometimes. So obviously he's 100th in good drive percentage. But other than that, I feel like just if he's in the fairway, if he can give him a chance with his irons, he's going to be there. And we've seen him play some decent golf. I think with him the past couple weeks, we saw him in contention at the PGA and at Quail Hollow. It's just that one round that's been getting him. He has one bad round on Saturday or even Sunday, and it's just kind of takes him out of it. So if he can just put 4 rounds together, I think he could run away with this one. But
JT makes a lot of sense, but that number is a little short there. I think it's 24-1 basically. Yeah. Then you got Bobby Mack 24-1, Ricky Fowler 24-1. Ricky's playing phenomenal golf. He makes a lot of sense. It's just a tough number with Ricky Fowler. You'd like to have 40s ish with Ricky. But obviously with this weaker field, you're going to have to pay up for him. Just don't know if it's worth it. I think if I'm starting my outright card, I think I might be back on the Spawn train this week.
I've seen him a little bit.
Yeah, he makes a good amount of sense this week. You got actually I like it more coming off of a cut at the PGA because if everyone was riding JJ Spawn that week of PGA Championship, he's in fantastic form. You got to play him, and he burned tons of people. So what's going to happen this week? He got burned. He is coming in right now at like 12% ownership, 13% ownership. And I don't see it. I don't think it'll go much higher. So great DFS leverage play on a guy who probably, I think it's low nines, but he's up against, Hideki. He's kind of smashed between Hideki, Griffin, Smalley, and Batia, who are getting a little bit more ownership. So kind of the forgotten one up there in terms of, I would think, win equity for sure on JJ Spawn. And you're not getting a bad number, 31-1. So he's still 30 plus, which I think makes a lot of sense with JJ Spawn here. And before that, obviously before the cut, T25 at RBC, T14 at Cadillac, T5 at Truist. I mean, it made sense why everybody was talking about him, but a lot of times you just gotta look out for those landmines, and that was a big one for the PGA Championship. But as I always say, go back to the well there, go back to the well. Totally fine with JJ Spawn this week.
Yep.
Anybody else in the 30 range you like this week?
I think one of my favorite plays, honestly, this week's going to be Harry Hall. I think 39-1 on DraftKings. I just hopefully maybe can find a little bit better number somewhere else, but even 39 is pretty good. 8th at Truist. Obviously not going to look too much into the PGA Championship, like you just said with Spawn. It was more of people were just getting screwed on the greens there. So it's like a lot of them came out and said it was kind of just like you were hitting and hoping. So I'm not really going to look into that. But, I mean, really great course history here. 2 top 10s in 3 visits. So a 3rd and a 6th and a miscut for him. I think he fits the course pretty well. Obviously, he's been pretty on fire with his irons as of late. A little struggle off the tee, but, everything else just par 4 birdies are better percentage. He's top 5. From the fairway, from 100 to 150, he's top 20. So his iron game's, his strength. And then as long as he can hit fairways and get it off the tee, I think he'll be in contention again this week.
Yeah, speaking of landmines, I really, really got trapped with this one. I had Harry Hall.
Yeah.
I think I did a top 40. I think I did top 40 Harry Hall in a Discord play with, I think I did it with, No, it was Scotty outright, Sander top 10, and then Harry Hall top 40. And oh man, it was all bad. As soon as I saw his first round, I was like, yeah, we're toast. Just wasn't good for Harry. But it makes a ton of sense this week. To me, it's just, can he get it actually done? That's always, he's got to put it all together. But don't mind Harry at all this week. As we keep going down, before that, you got Batia. Makes a lot of sense this week. And Alex Smaller, who's been playing a little bit better. But I just don't think those numbers justify it. 34-1. Right below Harry Hall, I know your boy Rio.
Oh, God.
I think he's okay this week. Yeah. Not somebody that truly I'm going to target. Anybody else you looking at?
Yeah, speaking of Rio, man, like I know we always talk about, he was my one and done last week. And it was just like, it's tough. Like we always say, we should go back to him. And like, honestly, I just got to get my head out of it. Cause it's like, he was puring the ball, he just could not make a putt. I would say he missed like 5 4-footers. So
who was that?
This is Rio last week. So it's like, he was puring irons. Like he was stuffing stuff and he just could not putt all 4 rounds. So yeah, I mean, he would be a decent guy to go back to at 43. I just don't know if he can get the job done yet. But another guy kind of in that range a little higher is Gracerman at 60-1 almost. And I saw like a stat on the PGA Tour app the other day, and he gained 11 strokes last week on approach, which is absurd amount. So he was locked in. It looked like his putting last week was kind of what did him in. He finished 11 off the lead, which is crazy for gaining that much approach-wise. But, yeah, I mean, if he keeps that approach, everything tee to green and kind of – this week the putter isn't as much of a factor. So I think if he keeps it up, I think he could be right in the mix as well.
Yeah, he's – sometimes to me it's like I like him on longer courses than –
He's weird, man.
But then exactly. And then all of a sudden he just – tears it up at a approach play, getting the right angles, everything like that. So
Yeah.
Don't mind him at all, that number.
Yeah.
I'm going to go up a little bit because my boy Sungjae M has been playing some fantastic golf, and he's got a pretty good track record here. I think he's got 3 top 20s and 2 top 10s. So really okay with that. Plus, he's coming off of 2 out of the last 3 tournaments he's played at top 10s, and maybe not an outright at 44 to 1, maybe plus 360 top 10, pretty good option there, or play a top 20. A couple, I know DraftKings has those top 20 parlays that you guys can throw in there. So maybe a catalyst in there for Sungjae. But a guy, I don't think, if you're talking about approach play, and he's been lighting it up on that front.
Yeah.
So okay with Sungjae this week, which is not something you could have said very much so. But all right, let's get to some more sleeper outrights. You got anybody in mind on that front? I know my classicness last week. I played Davis Thompson and one and done, and I rode the wave there, and that was so bad.
Did he miss the cut?
Oh yeah, he was like one of the 2 people that were absolutely even or worse. It's like,
nice.
We could have done that.
Yeah. He's a tough guy, man, and it's like I guess everyone 70 to 1 down, you just never really know what they're going to do. But I don't know. I think you always got to look at Andrew Novak at a course like this. I think 72 to 1 is a solid number.
Yep.
Has an 11th here, so I think he's pretty good. Course history, he hasn't been great this year by any means. I think last year kind of was his breakout, but he hasn't really done much this year. Just kind of sneaky T26 at the PGA, Truist 24th, RBC 16th, Valero 14th. So kind of the comp courses there, he's getting those top 20s. So obviously probably would be more safe as a top 20. But if you want a little long shot, 70 to 1, it's not a bad play. Yeah, and then really I think maybe last person I would look to. This is kind of a new guy that's I think he's obviously a rookie this year, but Zach Boshu. Kind of new on tour, 120 to 1, I think, and kind of broke out last week. Guy can make a lot of birdies. So yeah, I think he's one guy. Obviously, 125 to 1. You're putting a couple bucks on it, but he's a guy who's 6th last week. Never played here before, but 6th last week. Gained a lot ball striking. Myrtle Beach Classic, a 24th, 28th at Valero. So coming in with some solid history, recent form. So I think that's kind of another guy that could be there in the mix on the weekend.
Not as far down there, but I do need to mention Mac Meisner. He was very, very good last week. Dallas resident. So another homegrown addition there. Played him a lot in round matchups. I think I won both of those. I just had a struggled round 3, T31. I think he could have been top 10 if he would have played a little bit better, but I think he just faded towards the end there. Can't rule out Brian Harmon on another approach play course. And then scrolling down a little bit further, Bezzy's got good course history here. I don't mind Steven Yeager this week as well. I know you were on him last week. Don't mind that. And then if I'm going deep into some long shots, Smotherman makes a little bit of sense there at 115. Jackson Suber played pretty well last week too at 140. So just throwing out some dart plays there if you guys want to tail any of those. But I do like the odds. I do like a lot of the value you're going to find this week, just with kind of being more of a wide open tournament. So maybe not go so heavy with the top guys because they all have their faults. And you could definitely see there's a way that they don't get up to even top 10, top 20 status. So, but yeah, let's Any other outrights you're looking at?
I think probably that's it for long shots. I think we covered a lot of them, but yeah, like you said, I mean, I think this could be one where we see kind of a mid-tier to higher tier guy because I mean that really favorite range. I mean, just a couple guys there, so that obviously aren't the elite right now. So
yeah, ownership is basically 4 guys over 20%, and that's Ludwig, Ricky, Russell, and JT. So basically, do something different with all 4 of them in DFS, or play different low-owned guys around them, and you're going to get totally different this week. But yeah, it's a little bit more spread out. All right, any matchups that you're looking at for round matchups or for tourneys?
I mean, we could go. I kind of love Sung Jae over Michael Thorbjornsen. If you want to start,
Thorby's been so freaking bad, man.
Yeah, he's all over the place. Got great potential, but it's just like
he's one of my favorite golfers, and just cannot put it together. Maybe that's why I like him so much, because he's just like me. I can't put it together.
I mean, one day when he finds it, man, he could be dangerous. Like he could be an elite top 10 type.
I honestly think that Sunday when he played with Ludwig, was that the Players?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really think that's like just mind effing him right now.
Yeah.
Badly.
That was a bad round, yeah.
Oh, that was so bad.
Trying to see. Harry Hall over Keegan Bradley. I think that might be my favorite, minus 110. So I mean, Keegan's been. I think he's still in mental from the Ryder Cup. So he's been.
He was on such a great run last year, and just not the greatest this year.
Yeah, he's been brutal.
I do like Mac Meisner over Gerard. Gerard's been kind of ass lately.
Yeah,
Meisner over him. If you want Rio, you can get him for a 128 over Woodland. I think Woodland's shine's gone down, which is good.
I will say Rob. We didn't talk about Bob Mack.
Yeah, we kind of grazed over him, didn't we?
A little interesting. Like, if this is a course, I feel like he sticks out on these type of courses, kind of more of a harder type vibe. I know at Valero, he kind of had the tournament in the bags, and JJ kind of came and got him. But yeah, I think this is more of a thing for him, just a good course fit. So kind of got it there, but
I could see that.
Mattia 110 plus 110 over Ben Griffin's pretty crazy.
Ben's got to get his title.
Yeah.
Back to back. Greyersman over Thigala. You could do that.
Pretty good one.
Not ones that I truly am like.
I think I love Harry over Keegan. That's going to be mine.
Yeah, I'm going to play Meisner over Gerard.
That's a good one too.
That's probably the best one that I could find. I mean, it's still minus 122. It's not the greatest, but I'm trying to think if there's any good plus money. I mean, if you want to go Bobby Mack over Russ, but
could do that. Yeah, that's tough though, because
Keith Mitchell, that's heavy favorite spawn there. Yeah, nothing that screams at me.
Yeah,
those couple there. All right, anything we're missed?
Not
this week.
Yeah, I mean, I would say keep it light. Obviously, we got some good ones coming up with Memorial and obviously US Open kind of around the corner too. So that should be a good one.
Yes, sir. All right, if you guys have any other questions, make sure you guys join the Discord, throw them in the chat, DM us, whatever you got to do. I'll have my outright card live tomorrow, and we'll get after it. Another week on the PGA Tour with Charles Schwab Challenge. See you guys.